Good evening, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 29th of December, 2025. Let's talk. And when I say that, I mean let's talk because today some stuff went down that I feel like we should address that we really need to talk about tomorrow during the Level 1 podcast. But I want to let everyone know what's going on, to be aware of, some happenings over the last few streams and my take on it and how to tackle it moving forward intelligently. Okay? Here's what's really happened over the last 3 different streams that we have done. Okay? First of all, this week so far has not been a bad streaming week for me. I came back strong on Saturday with Pokemon. That stream went really, really well. And then, we had another great stream that night. And even the daytime stream on Sunday went really well. So those first 3 streams of this week all had great, attendance, engagement, support. I'll be honest, the Expedition 33 stream on Sunday, I wish there were more people there. But for the people that were there, they were at least liking it, and the support was great. But I wanted more attendance. I wanted more people liking Expedition 33, and I was disappointed that the attendance had dwindled on the playthrough. Okay? But the last 3 streams basically are not just living up to what I want and what I consider a successful stream. Allow me to explain. I look for 3 criteria when I stream. Overall attendance, meaning the amount of people that are showing up both between YouTube and on Kick. Engagement, meaning the amount of people that are there that are actually hanging out with me, talking about the game, interacting with me and having a conversation and or enjoying what I'm doing, rather than people that are just there to hold a spot, hold a seat, but aren't really paying attention or going off on their own tangents, or trolls who I'm never going to stop from coming by. And yes, support, meaning people who come by and will financially support the stream. Okay, whether that's super chats, memberships, subs, kicks, tips, whatever it may be. Okay, that's all the criteria I'm looking for. And first 3 streams of this week went well, albeit, again, I wanted some more attendance on the Expedition 33 stream. Last 3 streams didn't do well. Last night, we had Megabonk. Megabonk didn't do well at all. Megabonk had people who basically were not talking about the game, who were kind of disengaged and not enjoying themselves, and said, we want something else. So I said, all right, fine. Instead of Megabonk then, why don't we do a Chill with Phil? And the Chill with Phil didn't go well because the night before, Routine had actually locked itself. We couldn't solve a puzzle in Routine because the game was screwed up. And we had done a very successful Chill with Phil stream on Saturday night. So, of course, doing Chill with Phil 2 nights in a row was not going to work that well. So, in the case of Megabonk, I do feel like we were done with the game. Like, I was definitely bored with the game and didn't feel like playing it anymore. I think that came across with the audience, too. So the choice to say, all right, let's stop it here, it made a lot of sense. Okay? And that's fine. You're always going to have situations where that happens. That's good. At least we all agreed, okay, it's time to move on from Megabonk. In fact, in the last 24 hours, I've had literally no one say, oh, no, keep playing Megabonk. It's not happened at all. People are the opposite. Okay, it's time to end Megabonk. Cool. Today, earlier, we played Tainted Grail. Tainted Grail is a game that now that I've played it another 3-4 hours, I can tell you, it plays just like Skyrim. For the most part, it is Skyrim. The one major difference being you can actively dodge in combat, which you can't do during Skyrim. And because of that, the enemies are a little bit more aggressive. You get mobbed a little bit more in this game. But outside of that, almost everything is like Skyrim. Like the combat system, the leveling system, the crafting system. I mean, so many things in this game are just like Skyrim. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Except if you're looking for a totally original new game, you're not going to get it here. It really does feel like it's the spiritual successor to Skyrim. Bethesda's not making another Elder Scrolls. They're working on 6. It ain't going to come out for ages. So at least we have something to play, right? But the audience was torn. Half the audience liked it. Half the audience was like, wow, this is boring because it plays just like Elder Scrolls and we don't want another open world RPG where it feels samey. So I was disappointed today with the performance of Tainted Grail because it really felt like it was a 50-50 split amongst the audience. And some people were like, you should keep playing it, but maybe try it as a night stream. Maybe see if the different audience will come by at night who's more apt to hang out with you and enjoy this kind of throwback style Skyrim game rather than trying to do it as a day stream because the game's not new. It's not. It came out way earlier this year. Give it a shot as a late stream later in the week. I said, that's what we'll do. Let's play Tainted Grail as a late stream later in the week and let's see if it'll work or not. Okay, so that's what we're doing. In general, Tainted Grail also didn't have a bad stream. By the end of the stream, we had made more than $100 in support as well. So it wasn't like, oh, half the audience was disengaged, but we also did super well. It was kind of like right in the middle for me. Okay. So Tainted Grail didn't do great, didn't do poorly. We're going to give it another go later in the week. Okay. But tonight, Power Wash Sim 2. So here's the thing. The sharks can smell blood, right? And so when you have a Mega Bonk stream that didn't go well, and then you have a Tainted Grail stream that didn't go so well, now you're going to get that toxic element. You're going to get those people who are going to come around who are like, now it's time to strike. Let's throw the stinky socks into the soup. Right? And they were definitely here tonight in droves. So here's what happened with Power Wash Sim tonight. First of all, once again, attendance was decent. We had like 200 or so on YouTube and like 100 on Kick. So the attendance was all right. But the troll element was high. A lot of people coming by, and normally I would have people asking intelligent questions, fun conversation. Instead, more than half the comments are just asinine stuff. Dumb questions, things about that are obviously trying to troll. Like, what's the goal for tonight, Phil? What are we trying to hit? And this and that. Well, there's no goal, right? They're just doing this to try to get my goat and distract me so I can't actually have fun with the audience. In reality, I like Power Wash Sim. I do. Like, I find it very relaxing and chill, fun to play this game and interact with the audience when I do. I just think that, sadly for the audience, they're not liking it that much. Like, at first, it was a good idea because it was something to replace Truck Sim on the fly. But now we've played it 3-4 streams, and already people seem to be bored. We are using the soundtrack. We're using the royalty-free music from Roland to have a soundtrack when I play it. But even that, it seems like even regulars who would come by and hang out with me talked for 5 minutes and kind of got disengaged and took off tonight. Okay? So I think the game has logically run its course, to be honest with you. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems to me like it didn't work as well as a late night chill stream as we had hoped. We wanted it to do better. It didn't. It's okay. It doesn't have to be a home run. All right? We could do other stuff. There's plenty of other things to do. But now we're in a situation where we had 3 streams where attendance wasn't great, engagement wasn't great, and support wasn't great. So now, of course, you got the doom and gloom dickheads out there who are going to say, you see, it's all over for Phil. This is what we said all along. Phil can never be successful. Phil is a piece of garbage, and he doesn't deserve any success. So they're coming on the streams. They're saying this in the chat. They're being toxic, right? It's hard for people to come by and have a good time when you get that toxic element, admittedly. And even with multiple moderators trying to help me tonight, it's like, what are you supposed to do? So here's the deal. Again, this is not the sky is falling end of the world, but I want to do content that people want. I want to play games that people will show up for, engage, and support. That has not happened for 3 straight streams. I would say Tainted Grail didn't do so bad. They didn't. It just didn't do great, but it didn't do so bad. Definitely, I want to give that another shot. Mega Bonk, I'm done with. And at this point tonight, unless people can consider me, convince me otherwise, what I meant to say, I don't see Power Wash Sim working again either. I feel like it kind of ran its natural course, but we're at the point now where we hit the wall with it and we're like, let's do other stuff, okay? So I'm okay with that. I'm totally 100% okay with doing other stuff. But the question is what? That's what we really got to figure out. Already this morning, I listened to feedback. When people were chilling this morning before we started playing Tainted Grail, I said to everyone, what is it really that you guys would like to replace Mega Bonk? And people were like, all year we told you to play RimWorld. You got to try RimWorld. And I'm like, listen, I'm still not convinced about RimWorld. I'm looking at the game on Steam. It doesn't look good to me. It looks awful, those graphics. It really does. But then again, Mega Bonk didn't look good either. The graphics looked terrible to me. And I liked it. So I said, all right, I'm gonna buy it. It's expensive. It was like $30 for this game, which for a game, but for what it looks like, you would think it's not worth it. But maybe I'm crazy wrong here. Maybe I'm off base. So I said, let's do it. We'll try it on Wednesday night. That was originally the stream we were going to do with Mega Bonk. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if it works. If it works, maybe we'll put it more often into the rotation and we'll play it more. I will try it on Wednesday night. Okay, so already, I listened directly to your feedback. We're doing RimWorld on Wednesday night. People committed and said, yeah, we'll show up, we'll engage, we'll support. Let's do it for RimWorld because we wanted it all year and Phil's doing it. Okay? So that's going to be Wednesday night. But now, we got the replacement for Mega Bonk, but now we got to figure out what do we do in regards to Power Wash Sim because we're done with it. You know, do we want another chill game like that? Do we just want to fill in other more serious playthroughs? What do we do? Is there another virally popular game that people want to see? People keep tossing around Terminator 2D. Okay, I don't know. So here's the deal. I already redid the schedule for the week, and it's totally different now. So here's what we're going to do as of now. But we got to kind of put our heads together. What I'm hoping is that tomorrow you'll come by during the podcast in the morning, if you can, and we'll talk about this, and we'll try to figure it out. All right? But here's what we're doing as of now. Sorry for the brightness here because I just opened it. Tomorrow, we're going to do the Level 1 podcast where we're going to do that brainstorming, Arc Raiders, and Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Black Ops 7 is very much a test stream. I played it on Christmas Eve and it worked. I did well with my keyboard and mouse. Will that continue? If it does, let's keep it in the rotation. If it doesn't and it sucks, forget it. But let's see how it does tomorrow night. Okay? Wednesday, last day of the year. Claire Obscura is a daytime stream. Let's see if we can get an increase in attendance because we had support, but I'd like an increase in attendance. And then Wednesday night, as the last stream of 2025, Rim World premieres on the late stream on Wednesday. Thursday, we'll do a Happy New Year podcast. Pokemon Legends ZA will continue, and Arc Raiders will be the late night chill stream. Friday, we won't do a podcast. We'll either do a major stream of RimWorld or Black Ops 7, dependent on what happened. If Black Ops worked, great. If RimWorld worked, great. If both worked, maybe I'll just flip a coin. Okay? And then Friday night, let's try Tainted Grail as a late night stream. Let's see if it works. All right? Very well, some of these streams may not work. And if they don't, that's okay. But I want to do things that are going to work. Attendance, engagement, and support. Not just one, not just two. I want all three. I want everyone to like what I'm doing. And right now, sadly, that's just not what's happening. Okay? And tomorrow on the podcast, we'll brainstorm what's next. Is it going to be a new chill game? Is it going to be something like a quick game? What do we do? Because I don't want to do streams that people are bored. And it seems like that's just happened multiple times. I don't want people bored on my streams. I want people to have fun and to hang out and enjoy my company and not just it to be about me just playing the game. And now I look and no one's engaged or, no one's supporting the stream because they say, man, I want to play this or I want him to do this instead. That's not good. Again, I keep saying, I look at the frame here. Half the stuff that I have on the frame, we're not even playing. We're not doing Truck Sim. We're not doing Metroid. All these games we played and like, meh, and didn't even continue. So I get it. Let's readjust. Let's reassess. Let's figure out what we want to do tomorrow. And again, I want you to understand, I'm not upset. I'm good. I just want to do things that you guys want, and we got to talk about that and figure it out together. Let's do that tomorrow. Okay, everybody? All right. Let's have a good podcast where we come to some conclusions. Let's have a chill stream of Arc Raiders fun, which has been doing well the entire time I've played it. And let's see if we can make Call of Duty a success again, because now I seem to be doing well with my new setup. All right? Guys, thank you. Have a good night. Leave feedback as always, especially if you can't make it to the podcast tomorrow. Leave feedback on this video. What should I do? What should I play? How should we adjust? Do we want another chill game? Do we have other games that we want to jump in instead? Give me your feedback. We'll go from there. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.